Whether you're a total beginner or an advanced developer, this tutorial will walk you through building your first lens on spectacles. This is Alessio from the Spectacles Developer Experience team here at Snap. Today I will guide you through building your first lens on spectacles. The first thing you want to do is downloading the latest version of Lens Studio, the software that will allow you to build lenses on spectacles. I already downloaded it, so let's suppose that I start from opening the software for the first time. In this top section, you will see two options, and because we are tackling the spectacles platform, we will actually click on the button for spectacles. When you enter the spectacles section, at the top of this panel, you will see two options. The one at the left will allow you to build a base template with additional examples, and the one at the right will allow you to just enter the base template without examples. If you scroll down at the bottom, you will see a bunch of examples that will allow you to build things that are a little more advanced of what we will do today, and I will recommend you to just take a look at that after this tutorial. For today, we're gonna keep it simple and allow you to build a lens in minutes on spectacle glasses. When you open the project for the first time, you will see different panels in your page. Let's take a look at each panel singularly to understand a little bit why this is here and what this is doing. Here at the top left, you will see the scene hierarchy. The scene hierarchy contains the list of objects that are inside of your project. So in this case, we will see that we have a camera object, then we have the lighting of our scene, and then we have the spectacles interaction kit that will allow us to interact with virtual object inside of our lenses. Then at the bottom of the scene hierarchy, we have the asset browser. Basically just a folder where we see all of the content of our lens project. Then we see the logger section here at the bottom, and this will be the place that we will use to debug our lenses. Then we see the inspector here at the right, and every time that we click on an object in our scene hierarchy, this inspector will reveal what this object is containing in terms of component, and all of the components will expose the parameters that we decided to expose according private or public properties. And here at the right section of Lens Studio, we see the preview, which is actually how our lens is going to look like. Here in the middle between the scene hierarchy and the inspector, we also see the scene panel. The scene panel is the primary 3D workspace where you will start to move and manipulate all of the object part of your lens. So let's go ahead and build up our first lens. We can start from clicking on the Asset Library button here at the top left. Let's click on it, let's go on the 3D section here, let's scroll down and look for the Red Panda asset. Let's import it, and in a few seconds, this asset will be imported in our asset folder. Then we can drag and drop the prefab of these assets in the scene hierarchy, just like that. And in 1 second, we can see that our preview is populated by the asset that we downloaded. Now notice what I can do here. If you right-click on the preview and you move your mouse in this way, you can actually see how the asset looks like. You can also use WASD commands on your keyboard just to move around your preview, like you are in a 3D space. You can also click on the prefab here on the scene hierarchy, and then use our tools for moving, rotating, and scaling. And you will do this in the scene panel. So for example, I'm moving the asset now left and right. Let me try to rotate it for a second on the y-axis. And let me try to scale it. And you will see in real time this changing, also manifesting in the preview panel. Now we want to just keep things simple as they are. This is our first lens. So without further ado, let's just build on spectacles and see how easy it is. If you didn't do it yet, you will be required to log in into Lens Studio. So you will see that my login icon here has just a ghost. Doesn't have my personal Bitmoji. I need to authorize my application to log in with my account. And now I'm fully logged in and I'm ready to build this lens on spectacles. Now that we drag and drop the red panda prefab into the scene hierarchy, let's make sure that our spectacles are powered on. And using the cable that is attached to your computer, let's plug the cable into spectacles, into this location here. And let's click on Preview Lens. I can see the red panda asset just in front of me. And there you go, I just built my first lens on spectacles. Pretty simple, right? But let's go ahead and do something just a little bit more advanced than this. Let's go back in Lens Studio. Select the prefab from the scene hierarchy and delete it. Let's go again on our asset library, and this time let's go to a different section. Let's go to the spectacle section here at the bottom. Let's scroll down and let's import a different asset called Surface Placement. Let's install the latest version available, and we will see this package populating the packages folder here at the bottom left of our Lens Studio screen panel. Once again, similarly, like the red panda asset, we can see another prefab here and we can drag and drop it in our scene hierarchy. You will see in the preview a pointer populating this environment. This environment is interactive, so it's really simulating what you will see on device. You can hold the right click of your mouse and just look around like this to see how this pointer is reacting to the surface in front of you. Let's try to follow the guideline of this pointer. It says look below to place. And whenever I hover on this area, we see that there is a feedback that says drag to move and pinch to confirm. Let's try pinch here and see what happens. Now, this example instantiates on horizontal surfaces the red panda assets. But the red panda asset is very small here. So we learned from the previous steps how to manipulate object, how to scale it, move it, rotate it. So let's go back in our hierarchy, let's click on the red panda, and let's notice that the scale is pretty small. It's 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1. Let's try to scale it up and do 0.4. 0.4. Let's do it on every direction, of course, because we want to maintain the ratio between all of the directions. And we see that now the assets is scaled up and a lot more visible. If we refresh the preview, we're gonna start from scratch. So let's repeat the same operation, like look below to place. Let's just make sure that this pointer is reactive to our environment. And then let's pinch to confirm. This will instantiate our prefab with the new scale that we actually decided here in our scene hierarchy inspector. Now, similarly to what we did before, let's test our lens again. And our lens is ready to test on the glasses. You can just look around at your floor and you can just hover on the circle and you can pinch to instantiate the red panda just in that position that the circle was highlighting. Congratulations, you just learned how to build your first lens on spectacles. Just imagine what are the possibilities after you know how to instantiate prefabs on every surface, vertical, horizontal, or maybe not vertical or horizontal, just like ray casting on a wall, ray casting on a chair, ray casting on a sofa, and just instantiate an object right there. Just so you know, this guide is also available step by step on our documentation. Do not forget to check out all the resources linked below.